Hi, it's Lori, the armchair chef. I have something new I'd like to introduce you to. I would like to invite you to a Zoom call and do a painting with me. Yes, I did this during the pandemic. I used to go to bars with friends and we would paint. I did it with one of my friends from work. I made some other friends while I was there. And we would go. I did let's see, I don't have anything up right now here where I will show you. I'll bring you some stuff and show it to you. um Actually, I did a whole video on my paintings. I will see if I can attach that at the end and you can see all the paintings I did. Yeah, I did a whole video and I learned some things about it. And so I want to invite you. It's going to be in June 7th on a Saturday afternoon or evening, depending on where you are in the country. And you'll get a link. Once you go to the website and sign up, I'll show you how to do that. You will get a link and you will sign in, and we will all be, whoever signs in, whether it's you or somebody we don't know, will sign into this meeting. And our artist friend will have her stuffs there. Then all the rest of us will be in the meeting and we can all see each other and we can all chat with each other and make a painting together. So I am going to give you some more information on this, show you the website, and I'll be back with some other information, okay? Okay, this is the Paint Night website. Let me give you a little look-see at the navigation. So I'm going to share it with you. If you'll notice, the website is paintnight, spelled nite.com. What you're going to do is, if you want to make an account, you can make an account. It's just so that you can keep track of your events. And sometimes you can purchase packages where you can get more than one. You can gift that to somebody, or you can use it. Now we go to look at the events. There's different options. If you want to actually go to an event in your area, choose the go out and then choose events near me and see if there are any. I don't have any at the moment. They're not doing any in my area. I think they realized how well the virtual events are, that they can get people from all over the world. Yes, world coming to their events. So let's go to the stay in, and we're going to do virtual events. Now, I did take a look at what this DIY paint night party is. It's like a home paint party. You can say, I want to invite 5 friends over and we're going to do a paint party, and they will give you all the, you purchase all the supplies and they send them to you for your paint night, and you choose which picture you want to paint. And then you all get together in your one place and paint with the video. It's not a live person, it's a video, which is very cool. Now, granted, you can do that anyway. Art Sherpa on YouTube has videos. You can go do those videos, bring your own supplies, which you can pick up at Dollar Tree, and have your own little paint parties at home. And there's kids stuff. This would be great for a little tween birthday party or a younger kid's birthday party. You could find a picture that they could finger paint with, something. This would be fun. And all you do is go onto YouTube and get the videos, and they show you how to do the painting, and you do it yourself. A little home party. That would be exciting. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to choose virtual event. And there are 174. Now, there were some that I liked that I really wanted to do, but they were not conducive to my availability. You have a different availability, you could do this. I really wanted to do this cup with the roses in it, but it's May 25th at 3 p.m. my time. Now, my time is Mountain Time. When you go to the site, it is going to show your time. So if this was somebody on the East Coast, it would be 5 p.m. If you're thinking about inviting people virtually, then you would need to be aware of their time zone as well. But there's a lot of different ones here. Now, what happens is, yes, I know. What happens is these are artists, and what they're going to do is they're going to invite you to a Zoom meeting. And typically they only have 10 people in their meetings. You will all log in. Some of you are familiar with this. You will have a main person, and then you will have other little windows that show the other people that are in the meeting. And you can be on camera. You don't have to be on camera. You can have your camera facing your canvas. So the people are watching you do the painting instead of looking at you if you don't want to be on camera. That's an option. You don't even have to talk. You can just be a silent participant if you're uncomfortable with some of these situations. So I scrolled down and I took a look at the dates that I was available, which would be, I would think, Friday or Saturday. So I just went and looked. Now, I was on my phone, so I only could look at one at a time, but look at the cat. Oh, I would love to do that one too. And I could put my dog in there instead. Yes, you can make changes. You don't have to use their colors. You don't have to, I mean, it's going to be individual. Everybody's is going to look different. And that's what's kind of exciting. Some people are creative in different ways. I do really well at this because what I do is I follow what they're doing. I'm a visual learner. So I follow what somebody else is doing, and then I can do it myself. But to come up with the ideas out of my head, no, I don't have that kind of creativity. People who draw, people who do other things, yes, they're very creative. Have you ever seen the mail that comes out of the prisons? The artwork is gorgeous. They are so talented. These people have wasted their lives if they're in jail and they have that much artistic talent. Seriously. Doing the mail, I am very familiar with different jails around the country that I have dealt with, and the mail that comes out, they're very beautiful. So let me get back to the pictures. There's a lot of them on here. If you want to go to this website and you see something that you like, you could do this. If you want to do it in the morning, you want to do it in the evening. I like this one too. This fence post, I like that one too, but it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't conducive to my time when I was available. Now with my hours, I could do stuff in the morning. I could do stuff in the afternoon, but I can only do 2 days a week in the evening. So what I did was I was looking for ones in the evening that I could invite other people to. And I found one. Let's get down here. Oh, look, this one's not even painting. This is paper quilling. Yes, they have other arts. Some of them, when I got involved in this, it was during the pandemic. And I was doing the art in the bar, in the location, and they said they wouldn't do it. But then they started doing virtual ones. And apparently it has took off. People can the artists can make money in their own home. It's not expensive. You can see some of these aren't that expensive, $15, $18. Some of the artists don't allow the coupons. And it says on this one, 10 tickets left. It's my understanding from looking at this, they only allow 10 people in their Zoom meeting at a time. So when they say 10 tickets left, that's 10 tickets. That's their whole class. It's possible that they could cancel if they don't get enough people, depending on how they feel it's worth their time. I like this Pasqua Lake sunset. I like that one too. Very pretty. You could also include a moon in there if you wanted, and some stars. You have your creative freedom to add things. If you are creative this way, this would be fantastic. You don't have to do acrylic painting. You could do watercolor. You could do pencil, colored pencil. You could do marker. If that's what you like to do, if that's what you know how to do, if that's what you have available, do it in crayon. Wouldn't that be amazing? Do your shading and do all your stuff. Look at the giraffe. Some of these I have done. These are pictures that they have access to, and some of them redo them often. Look at that guitar. Oh my gosh, isn't that gorgeous? So, and also there's a virtual pass for $15. This looks like it says Canadian. Not sure. It says C. So to me, that's Canadian. But um, she's selling, Joyce of Art is selling tickets basically. You buy one and then you get, let's see, this certificate saves $5 per event and will expire when you use all 10 codes. Applicable towards any virtual event hosted by Joyce. So, okay. Now, if you want to see what Joyce has available, you just click on her. And if you think, oh, well, I like a lot of the stuff she does, go buy one of these. And you can give the code to other people and they can join you anywhere they live. Yeah, it's virtual. So the dolphins, this one's been on here a long time. I didn't do that one specifically. I did a different one. But this flower, I did this one, this yellow one. Yeah. I did not keep all of my paintings. I have a few of them that I will, I'm going to do this video in a couple parts. I will bring in a few that I did so I can show you. So the one that I chose is in June. And I'm not down to June yet, but look at this one, this meadow. I found that what I had the most trouble with when I was doing my paintings were the trees. The trees is what I was having the most trouble with, making the branches and stuff, making them skinny. I have a very heavy hand. So I was having trouble with that. So let me go ahead and filter this by date because I know what date it is. It's going to be the 6th or 7th. I think it's the 7th. So let me apply to the 7th and then I'll show you which is the one that I chose to invite you to. The plants. June 7th at 5 p.m. my time. It's 7 p.m. Eastern time. This is by Art and Stuff. It's $15. When I out the door for me, it was like 16 something because I believe there's tax. This person lives in Newburgh, New York. They've had 988 events. And these are plants. I thought, well, that would be nice. And you know what the nicest thing is about this? You don't have to paint all of those plants. You can do, if you have a smaller canvas, you could just do a couple of them. And if you want, you could use a smaller canvas and do one on each canvas and make yourself a wall display. Or set them on a shelf. These are plants that you're never going to kill. You could lean them up on a shelf and do each one individually. I think that would be adorable. So this is the one I chose to invite you to. It is in English. It is $15. I signed up and it was only like, there was some tax. It was 16 something. It's a Saturday at 5 p.m. Mountain, which is 7 p.m. Eastern. See, it says 9 tickets remaining. I bought one. That one's mine. So 9 more people can sign up for this. And I encourage you to join sooner than later. Because this is not just for us. This is for anybody in the whole world that wants to play. They will get a link to this meeting and you'll have your I will do another video here and show you the supplies, and they will do a meeting and you'll all be in it together. We can chat with each other, we can joke with each other, we can see each other. It would be really fun. So I wanted to let you know that I am doing this one. If you would like to join in, it's going to be June 7th on a Saturday at 5 p.m. Mountain Time. So let me go through, I'm going to stop this and then I'm going to go through another video and explain some of the other things to you. But I wanted to show you the website. So, okay, I will see you in a bit. Okay, I saved some of the paintings. You can't keep them all, okay? If you have the space, you can keep them all. But what I did was when we went to the bars, we were doing the big ones, the 16 by 20, and they were big and they take up a lot of room. Um, this is one I did at home, and it was cactus. And you learn that you get to watch her, and they show you the technique on how to do it, as far as do your background first or how to layer the colors, because sometimes when things are wet you don't want to mess with them again, and sometimes you do. You want to use the wetness of the paint to make a technique, to smear it, to do something, to blend the color. So yeah, this one is some of them look better from far away. That's what I noticed. It's like up close, it's like when you're doing the painting and you're sitting next to it, it's like ew. But then when you put it back, it sometimes it's not so ew. So don't always feel bad about your painting when you're looking at it, because sometimes they look better from far. This one I liked. This was a dream catcher that I made, and sometimes less is more. You do have to be careful when you're using the black, because black will smear. You do some of these things are meant to be smeared, some of them might not be. I did learn a few techniques doing things, shading, some how to make things look like fences. That was interesting. And not everybody has the same information. Not all of the artists teach you the same things. But yeah, I liked this one, of course, probably because it has purple in it. So I kept that one. Now notice how big these are. These are big. This one I went to was doing wood. And you put together your own wood pieces, and then you stenciled onto it, and then you painted it. Yeah. So I got you pick these out first, because what she did was with her Cricut, she printed out the stickers. So this one was a local one, and you could do whatever colors you wanted, but you told her what the pattern was, and you stuck it on, did it, and then painted it. And so yeah, and you could always go back and make changes, adjust it. I could go back in and outline this in a marker. I could, you can go back and do other things with it after you've made your original one. So I did this, and we put it together ourselves. You can do this in the wild. Yes, you can do this on your own. If you go to Home Depot, they will cut your wood for you. Just saying. And you could make your own stuff like this with stencils. Dollar Tree has stencils. You could get the scrap wood at the home improvement store. Yeah. Get the little connectors. Make yourself wall hangings that say things. Cool little craft. A gift for somebody. Now, I wouldn't want to put this in a baby's room. Maybe if you got something really thin, you could, like in a baby theme. That would be cute. With their name on it, baseballs, teddy bears, lizards, dinosaurs, whatever their theme is, you could make some sort of a little sign. They can hang it in their baby's room. Maybe not so heavy. Like I said, this is pretty heavy. So yeah, that one I made. And this one, as you can see, I dated it. 2020. I learned how to do the little swirl in the wine glass, how to do the fence. She taught us how to do the fencing so it looked like a fence. I just free-handed the wording on it, the bottle, there's shading on the bottle. And this again is a large one. This was one I did. Showed us how to do animals. You make your animal look like a little phallic symbol, basically, and then put little head and ears on it and a tail. So I got a fuzzy one for Cujo and a not so fuzzy one for Xena. And then they're dreaming of a dog bone, a cloud in the sky. And then you have the birds are fun. I like the birds. I actually did pretty good. Then you do the grass, and yeah, that was fun. I like that one. I kept that one. And then this one I did this at home. This was one I did virtually. And it's a Harry Potter themed. It's Hedwig and the books. And the scarf and the books are based on the house. So what I did was each of my kids are assigned to a different house. So I made each of them one of these in their own house after I made this one. So this one, the tree didn't turn out too bad. I'm really bad at trees though, because I got a heavy hand. So yeah, that was fun to make. And like I said, sometimes less is more. Sometimes when you look at it from afar, it looks even better. So let me go over some of the supplies that and some of the things that I learned while I was doing this. I learned you don't have to use one that big. So what I started doing is getting smaller ones, 11 by 14, because it's just enough. It's just big enough so you can still get all the details into it. This is from Hobby Lobby. They're $5 for two. So it's not a bad price. If you're going to do two paintings, you're going to do one, or two of you are going to do it. Invite somebody to do it over to your house with you. That's not bad. And this is a good size because if you want to do a lot of them, those big ones, they take up a lot of room really fast. So this is a 100% cotton duck acrylic titanium double primed with acid-free sizing, ideal for acrylic, oil, and alkyd paint. Now, Hobby Lobby also says 5-packs, which is what I did when I was getting into it. I would do a lot of them, so I would buy the 5-packs for like $12. So they were less than $1, just barely $1 a piece instead of $2 a piece. But then also I went to Dollar Tree to see what I could get there, what would be available to everybody in the country. If you were somewhere else and you wanted to do this, but you didn't want to put a big expense out because you weren't sure if you're going to like it. So what I found at Dollar Tree was they have canvases this size. This is 8 by 10. They have an 8 by 10, which is perfectly okay. Sometimes you don't have, what do I say? It like the flower, like the one that I chose, the plants, you don't have to do the 2 full shelves of the plants if you wanted them to be a little bigger. You could just do the shelves and then put 2 plants on each one instead of making them itsy bitsy teeny tiny. You could do that, or you could do it this way and just do one. You could just do 1 shelf and put the plants on it. So you have options. Don't think that you have to fit all that stuff into this little canvas. Or just saying, you could do 2. You could do 1 shelf on this one, 1 shelf on another one, and you have yourself one of those wall arrangements where you could put them on the wall, 2 different spots. So yeah, that's an option too. And then while you're there, they have these, they're called canvas. They're like cards. They're boards. They're like, canvas boards is what they call them other places. It's not a whole canvas, but it has that texture on it. So you can use these and they don't take up as much room. If you're into drawing, watercolor, markers, crayons, anything, these aren't bad. These would be a nice to use instead of paying a lot. It is $1.25. You get 1. So you can add little hangers onto the back, or you can set them up and lean them up against a shelf. This could be used. They have little canvases that are stretched. This, you could put 1 of each of those plants on 1 in each of these and put a whole wall display. Lean them up against a shelf, gift them to people. Yeah, that would be fun. These are $1.25 each. They're 4 by 6. They also have these boards in 4 by 6, and you get 3 of those. So you could pick up 2 of these for $1.25 each and be able to put one plant on each of these and have a whole wall mural display. And then they also have 5x7 on the cardstock. On the cards, the boards, 5x7 is nice because you can still have room to make something depending what the picture is. So not all of them are huge. Some of them have like a face, the face of the giraffe. This would be perfect for the face of the giraffe. You don't have to have the whole body. You could do the flowers. You could do the some of that teacup with the roses. Oh, I really want to do that one. That one's pretty. Could do something like that on this one. Just make it smaller. And then there's an option. There's poster board. You can use poster board. Now, I am not sure how the acrylic paint works on this. However, this was $1.25 for 6 of them. They're 11 by 14. Now they are floppy, so you might want to clip them to something or use something. Now you don't need an easel. They've explained that all you need is like a box, and you can just lean them up against the box and use it. We all have boxes, right? Because we buy stuff, so we have boxes. Yeah, you can do that. Now at Dollar Tree, they had brushes. They had $1.25. They had a small, medium, and a large. Now, the large is good because when you're doing the background, you want like to have a lot of brush to do your background. So, and then these are not real teeny tiny for fine work, but it's a start. It's $1.25 and you get 5 brushes. Sometimes you can trim them. If you want a skinnier brush, take one of the little ones and cut some of the bristles off and you'll have a skinnier brush. Yep. Just saying, that way you don't have to put a big expense out. Now they also had this one, which is a flat tip, which is good for making lines. And then they had like a little fuzzy one there. You could take lip liner brushes. You could go over to the cosmetic department, get the lip liner brushes, get a blush brush to use for texture. Use sponges. Take a sponge you have in your kitchen. You have so many resources already at your house. Now, this one was $1.25, and these were very much more detailed brushes. Some are skinny, and then you have that little fine tip. Like I said, I don't do well with trees. I would do well with trees with something that's flat, where I can just do a little line. Also, there's other techniques. Yeah. One of the techniques was to use a piece of cardboard and scrape it down the canvas to make a fence post. That was one of them. To make lines, you use a piece of a card, like a credit card. You just dip it in the paint and you just go to make lines. Some of the grass I did. Some of the stuff was just this, making lines. So some of them will teach you techniques to do stuff that you can be so creative and do so many different things. Like I said, I do better when I'm watching somebody and I can follow what they're doing, and then sometimes just go off on my own, do different colors, different things. So speaking of colors, let's get to the paint. I picked up my paint at Dollar Tree because these were hanging up there for $1.25. Now, I did not notice at the time that this said metallic. They did have metallic colors. Yeah. Certain things that you make, you might like to use the metallic colors. If it's something like fireworks or something, you could use that. But I didn't notice that. I saw black. So I picked up black because the other ones they had were acrylic, are 6 ounces for $1.25, which is really a good price because this size at Hobby Lobby was $6. Yeah. So the only colors they recommend you get are the primary colors: white and black, red, blue, and yellow, because from those colors you can make anything. You'll be able to mix and make any color you want. However, since the picture that I chose is going to be plants, I decided to pick up the green. That way I can do the green, make different shades of greens with the white. Instead of mixing my blue and yellow together and then adding white, I've got a green. So while I was with the green, I got the purple because I love purple. So I thought, well, I might as well pick up a purple. And they also had an orange. So I went ahead and got the orange. That way, the other basic colors, when you mix two of these together, are these: red and yellow, blue and yellow, red and blue. Those are the other basic colors. So that's what I chose. $1.25. Now, if you'd like to join along and do it, I'm going to have also in this little video presentation, I'm going to have how to go to the website and pick out the picture. And if you find something else you want to do on your own time, no matter where you are in the country or in the world, you can go and buy one of those, a ticket to that painting, and you can paint it. I had chosen a picture from Italy, and there was some guy from somewhere else in the country there with me, and it was awesome. I don't have that picture anymore. It was a building. And no, we ended up making a sunflower. It was supposed to be a building, and we decided to do the sunflower instead. The guy said we could do something else, so we did the sunflower. It was really pretty. I will put the slideshow at the end of this of all my paintings that I did during the pandemic and before. Some of them I'm in them, some of them I'm not. So yeah, if you'd like to join along, I have bought a ticket to the one on June 7th at 5 p.m. Mountain Time. So I'll leave a link below to the website and to the actual painting link, if I can do that, and buy a ticket and come paint with me, and we can paint together. Wouldn't that be fun if it was all people from our community in the class? Oh, we would have so much fun. And it's not live. It's not live on YouTube. It's only live in the meeting with each other. Yeah. Nobody on YouTube is going to see this. Nobody's going to record it. I'm sure it's not allowed because she would want, you can't record the teacher doing this. Now, if you wanted to do this on your own in a Zoom meeting and put it up on YouTube, wouldn't that be fun? Yeah, wouldn't that be fun? People would watch that. They would watch a bunch of us painting with each other, wouldn't they? So if anybody's willing to do that, you send me an email and I can get that. I can make that happen. I can make that happen and set that up. So if you want, get your supplies, get enough for 2 paintings, we could do another one and I can set it up myself and we can all do it together on Zoom, and I can put it up on YouTube. I could do that. So let me know what you think, and I can't wait. Let me know if you sign up and who we've got in our class. I'm very excited. I haven't done this for a very long time. That's why I went ahead and picked up some extra supplies. The only thing I kept from 2020 when I was doing this was I kept my easel, which was really cheap. I got that at they have those for like $6 at Hobby Lobby, and I kept my brushes. I got rid of everything else because you can't keep everything. If you're not going to do a craft, you really don't need the supplies. So I went ahead and kept the stuff that I weren't taking up much room. So I have those. And then now I just picked up some fresh, you know what? The paint wouldn't have been able to keep anyway. So I did not keep the paint. So I am very excited. I'm very excited. This is so fun. So, I will. Oh yeah. Did I tell you? No, I didn't tell you. A couple more things you might need. You do not need what you're going to use to mix your paint. Paper plate. This is what they use in the bars. They give you a paper plate with a squirt of the basic colors on it, and that's what you're going to use to mix your paint. A cup, preferably disposable, with water in it to rinse your brushes. And what's fun is to see what the color is at the end of the night. Yeah, that's fun. And paper towels. And maybe an apron if you're messy, or a drop cloth if you're really messy, like people who drop things. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. So you won't want a paper towel to blot your brush on. So yeah. And in the meeting, she'll find out who's done this before, who hasn't done this before. They'll give you the guidelines, and then they go into it. And what's fun is just following them. Just, you don't have to even know how to paint to do this. I didn't. That's what's cool about it. You just, it's follow the leader. And if you know something about this, go off on your own. Change the color, change the sex of the animal, change the animal, whatever you want to do. It's your painting. But we're just being guided. We're being guided to put flowers on your cactus flower. So I like I said, I'm very excited. I haven't done this for a long time. So I think that's all I needed to show you. I didn't forget anything else. So, okay. I'm going to put the link to the, I'm going to put the video of the website up now. And then I'm going to put my slideshow of my paintings after that. So you can take a look at what I've done. And it's all by following the leader. It was all by copying what the artist was doing. I do not paint freehand from my head at all. So this is just by following what she was doing. And I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.
Patiently waiting on my dreams to come true, hoping and praying one day that they do. Oh, I don't know how, and I don't know when, just patiently waiting till then. Patiently waiting each day that goes by, staring out windows at stars in the sky, imagining one day I'll be one of them, but patiently waiting till then. Maybe I'm wasting time, maybe I've lost my mind, maybe this whole thing is a joke and no one let me know. And still I'm patiently waiting with you by my side, trusting one day that I can provide the life you deserve.